Alright, here's where we're at. I sold that Troy-built mower for 180 bucks yesterday. Not 3 hours after I listed it. So, I guess I could have gotten 250 for it as a self-propelled mower. Considering I got 180 for it in 3 hours as a push mower. That was not bad. Uh, I sold the PTO from the GT5000 today for 75. It's already boxed up, ready to go. And now we're back to this Toro. I freed up that electric starter in case somebody wants to put a battery in there and use it. I tried to clean this carburetor. Fortunately, it broke right here, but this carburetor was in really bad shape. Good news is I have these. I'm going to gather up all the parts I need for it right now. Cable, recoil, carburetor, a wheel if I might need it, a couple screws for this cover, and that should be everything. As long as I have spark, if not also a coil, which I also have. Let me go dig up a carburetor now, dig up all the parts I need, and we'll get to it. And put that scale away. It's supposed to rain tonight into tomorrow morning. It's nice out there. Definitely pays to save parts. So I got wheels in case one of them wheels is worn out, because usually these plastic teeth, they get all chewed up. So I've got them. I've got recoils. I've got 3 carburetors like this one. Got the air filter and air filter cover for it now. The only thing I wasn't able to find right away was the cable, but I'm pretty sure I have it. Let's hope so, because this one's frozen. I can tell. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to try to unfreeze this one. I might be able to unfreeze it too. So, but yeah, I had a handlebar over there. It's got this. I don't know if it's got this piece. I hope it does. But I definitely think I have the cable. So I think that's everything, right? Yeah, and I've got coils. This one looks different, but they're the same. It's Tecumseh. So slightly different, but whatever. I've got that kind too over there. So I think I have everything. Now I've got to go through one of these carburetors, make sure it's in shape to be used. So I got to pop this open, probably clean it, and then change the primer. That one is good. That one's bad. When they get hard like this, you rip it out, and there's a metal ring in there. You rip out, and then when you replace it, it comes with a new ring. You put the new primer in, and you pop the new ring in with the socket, the same size. So that's all it is. It's not difficult. People think, oh, that's once those go bad, that's it. That's not the case. This one looks like it was already in a cleaner, so that's a good sign. This one might be ready to go. I think I probably tried to use this on one carburetor on a different engine that wasn't exactly the same, and it probably didn't run correctly. So this one might be ready to go right on. So that's good. If that's the case, we're ready to go already. I'm going to open it and just make sure. Then we could see if it's going to run today. Get one of these other recoils on. Oh, the only other thing I still have to find are those screws that go through the top. They're kind of a little bit special. They're longer than the typical ones. Like, they're kind of like this, but longer. So I've got to dig out a few of them. They're around. I have those too. Alright, let's get to it. Took the spark plug out just to see, and I was able to turn the thing over by hand and verify I have spark. So I know I've got spark and compression. Yeah, for you young guys, and this doesn't even really have anything to do with me, but for you young guys out there, from like age, I don't know, 14, 15 on, 16, by the time you hit 16, start dating, start meeting girls. Last thing you want to do is end up 36 and single. Because if I had known, believe me, the girls I did know, I would have spent more time around them. And I definitely would have put more time and effort into that because, and like I said, this has got nothing to do with me and my life. I'm just letting you young guys know. Being single in your mid-30s, it's no fun. I should be married and have kids by now. So when you're young, that's something you got to pay attention to. And if you're shy, get out of it. Don't be shy. There's no reason to be shy. Get yourself out there. Just be nice. Right? And ask girls out, take them out. When you're meant to supposed to hang out with them, make sure you do. Don't forget. Don't, you know, put them off. Don't put them off. Don't put it off. Because, I don't know. Some people, they don't mind it. But me, I wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be single at this age. I didn't plan on it. I didn't want it. But, unfortunately for me, like I said, those are one of the reasons. I just didn't plan it. You know what I mean? I wasn't focused. I wasn't paying attention to that as far as a lot of things were concerned. So, I am where I am. I put myself where I am. But I was let down hard a few times. But there were a few girls that, I got along with well. But I just didn't put the time and effort in. And I did have one girlfriend when I was in 9th grade. But like I said, her mother was nuts. So I had to break it off with her because her mother was nuts. So that was a first girlfriend that was bad luck to start. So I don't know whatever happened with her. I saw her again about 10, 12 years ago. And it's just something you don't want. Something you got to think about because believe me, at my age, a bunch of shit I get all upset about, like I did over the winter, I wouldn't have time if I had a wife and kids. And I shouldn't even throw that part out there, the whole kids thing. At least a wife. You know what I mean? But hey, that's the way it went for me. So those are the choices I made, and I gotta live with them. And they get thrown in my face, plenty enough. People and their bullshit. So, alright, let's get back to it. So what are we doing? We're getting that carburetor on here. Point I'm making is being single at my age sucks. And I hear guys a little bit older than me say, "Oh, yeah, don't get married. You don't want to get married." Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. What you don't want to do is end up alone. Believe me. Don't be an asshole. Let's get this on here. Let me let you in on another little secret too. It ain't all about looks because I was better looking than a lot of the guys that are married and have kids right now, and that didn't make a damn difference. You know what makes the difference? Your attitude. And also, don't be so picky. I was picky. I was too picky. You know what I mean? I was way too picky. But I didn't want to settle. You know what I mean? Some people, they settle. I wasn't into that whole let's settle. That was another thing. But you better settle, otherwise you end up alone. So I don't know, I always liked the challenge though. I wanted the pretty ones. right? But the pretty ones give you a heartache. So, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. That's hard to say. You gotta figure that out on your own. I should have at least been friends with the ones like that. They would have guided me along and helped me find the right one at least, right? Ah, shit. I don't know. For some reason, the one I kept going after kept bringing me around bad influences and putting me in a bad situation. So, I don't know. It was bad luck. I don't know what to say. It really was. Let me get that bolt on. It's crazy the way things end up. And then you look back, or you look at the way things are now, or you look back and you're like, what the fuck? That's about all you can do. And laugh, because there's no point in getting all depressed and miserable about it. You can't do nothing about it now, other than move forward and learn from it. But like I said, when you get older, when you get to my age, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder. Shit. I'll probably end up editing a lot of that out, because it's just me complaining to myself about the decisions I made in life. It took me this long to get this far along. It shouldn't have. But if it does stay, learn from me. I'm telling you, it goes fast. You better find something as far as a career, and you better figure it out quick, because it's getting harder and harder now. And you better find, you better start learning how to spend time around females. The younger, the better. That's all I know. I used to work on these all the time. I used to be able to get that back nut tightened up quick and easy. Now, it's like a pain in the ass to do it. I know I used to hold to one side with a flathead so it couldn't turn like this. And then I used to get in there with either a box end or even the socket, and I used to get that thing tightened, and I'm having trouble doing it. Because once I've got this down, then I can hook up the gas tank, put the, I'll rope the recoil, and we can see if it'll start. We're ready to see if it'll start. But I love that whole good luck thing, people wishing me good luck. Man, I had the worst luck you could ever have. Talking about wishing me good luck. The only way that's happening is if I hit the lottery and get the hell out of here. The sooner I get out of here, the better. Out of New Jersey. So I'm telling you, it's a state, man. It's me to a degree, but it's also the state. No doubt about it. And the me part, I recognize. I know what I have to fix and have been working on. The state part, I have to get out. It's the best thing possible. I can't believe the way that happened in '04, man. I was all set to go, and I got dragged back in because I contacted one person, and then boom, they heard from her somehow that he was back, and then they all came coming for me. Oh boy. You do not put someone who is in early recovery back around active using drug addicts. It's that simple. So the answer to what happened is that's what happened. Oh my God. She didn't give a shit though. That became clear about a year and a half, 2 years later. She didn't give anything. She didn't give a fucking shit. She didn't give a shit. If it didn't affect her, it didn't matter. And so if it's that type of female you're trying to hang out with, forget it. Wipe your hands clean of somebody like that as soon as things go bad the first time around. And know better. Don't keep putting yourself through the misery like I did. I was an idiot. 10 times over. Yeah, when it comes to these Tecumsehs, you're better off just taking it from the manifold. Taking it off from the manifold, because it is very difficult to get into there. To get to that back one especially, that back bolt, nut and bolt. I got it, but it's a pain. So you are definitely far better off just going from the manifold. But you gotta be careful. You tear that gasket, and you're in trouble. Plus, to get to that manifold, you gotta take the muffler off. It's not a big deal. It's just, it's 2 extra bolts. As long as those don't fucking break. Those break, you're gonna have a hard day for yourself. Then you go from the manifold, the whole thing comes off, and then it's much easier to put it back together. This way, it's a lot more difficult. That's one of the reasons why people don't like Tecumsehs, because of this. Because it's like this on the Snow Kings too. On the Snow Kings, it's a little bit easier. On this one's really tough. I got it, but that wasn't easy. So, one thing stupid they did about these Tecumseh plastic Toro covers, they made it too small to get this handle through. I saw a guy Dremel a slot right here so the rope could go through it. That was a smart move. They should have done that at the factory. But anyway, I'm going to take this rope out. We're going to tie it on this recoil right here. And I got to make sure that rope goes through there when I do it. Otherwise, I've got to do it again. Or waste time fighting to get this handle off. But yeah, that was a stupid design. Alright, tanks on, carburetors attached. Tanks on, carburetors attached. I didn't put the air filter back on yet, but there's fresh gas in there. The recoil's back on. Oil was, I think it was good. I know it was up to the mark. It might not have been perfectly fresh, but let's see. Yeah, it's on the mark. And it's not even that dirty, so that's good. Spark plug, we know I got spark. So here we go. We're going to see if it starts. Ready? Got to do it with this stupid cover in the way. Because, well, maybe I can just have it held down by the oil dipstick for now. So I can't bolt that back down yet. I got to find the screws. Or at least screws that'll work for it. So that'll rattle a little bit if it starts, which it should. It should start. Got the clamps on the on that part of it, so it should start. Hopefully it doesn't want to take off on me. I tried priming it. I might need to still change that primer out. Come on, baby.